Flight controllers, give me a go, no go for launch. Booster.
Go.
Retro. Go. Vital.
We're go fly.
Tell you.
Go.
Control.
Go fly.
Procedures.
Go.
Network.
We are go. We are go.
We are go for launch.
Prepare to launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio Missile Podcast.
This week in the news, okay, there's a ban of Chilean international thieves that are here on tourist visas that are wiping out stores of fancy purses like Versace, Armani, Coach, whatever. What do you have to say about that, Cordell?
Well, they call it burglary tourism.
Burglary tourism?
Yeah. And they're from Chile. They came here on 90-day visas.
But how do they know they're from Chile?
Well, they've already arrested 23 of them so far.
Only 23?
No, here's how it started.
Like Jordan?
No, they started off in, that's a good number. They started off in California, they went through Arizona, Texas, ended up in Florida. And let me tell you what they were doing. They used electronic jamming devices, and it would block the car keys, the fobs, those things that you click on your car.
But
so you think you're locking your car, and they would jam your car's alarm and then steal it once you went inside.
So this technology is available in Chile?
Oh, no.
I mean, I doubt that.
No, they caught him with the stuff.
I mean, they're probably working with a band of crooks here because that technology sounds like kind of American technology, Hey. Too advanced for those third world countries, right?
Some Chileans, no, $1 million they made off one lady alone. You were saying the luxury handbags. They cleaned her whole shop out.
Yeah, they wiped her ass out.
Like fast.
I saw her in the news crying.
Fuck.
I cried too. It took all my money and shit in bags.
So, like I said, they got 23 of them so far, and they move around. And so you asked the question earlier, can they come in from other countries? Or is there other crime rings that we don't know about?
That's great. We're the richest country in the world, and this is genius. I mean, if I was in a third world country, I was poor, I would save to get my visa, I would come over here and come up. How many days do they give you?
90 days.
In those 90 days, I could go back with $1 million.
No, they made $1 million in an hour.
And how much? And that's worth a lot of money in their country, right?
I think so.
I could have a house.
Oh yeah, I can go home. I'll go home.
Two families over there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. So we'll keep you updated, folks.
Stay tuned. The Audio Missile Podcast will be right back.
Okay, well, we've been talking about the chicken wars, about Popeye's Chicken and Taco Bell and all these other chicken sandwich places. What's the update, Cordell?
Well, so there are many players in the game now.
Okay.
But it turns out the Colonel is entering the battle.
Wow, he could win because a Colonel in a war, a Colonel is a high rank, right?
That's right, my boy. Well, that's right. Now, KFC is now offering a limited edition holiday buckets. And these ain't no regular buckets.
Buckets of what?
Chicken. And it's featuring artwork by Nicholas John Firth, who's an award-winning illustrator of children's
I don't want
works.
the art. I want the chicken. How does the chicken taste? They can have Picasso draw the buckets. I don't care about that.
No, wait. And you can win prizes. You haven't heard about SecretSanders yet?
SecretSanders?
Oh, no. If you take a picture.
SecretSanders?
Yes.
That's clever.
If you take a picture with the item on the chicken bucket, you can win these prizes. And you put it up on Instagram by December 22nd.
What can I win?
Miniature Colonel Sanders?
I want a car or something. They're corporation. They got money.
Xbox or something. No, they got some stuff.
Taco Bell gives you Xboxes. They better give me something better than that.
They ain't sleeping on these chicken wars. And they also added some new items to the menu. One is the chicken and waffles, inspired by the Nashville chicken and waffles. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles is delicious. I love Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
That just came out 2 weeks ago. No, because KFC has over 23,000 restaurants in 140 countries worldwide. And America only makes up 70% of all their sales.
So you mean they're killing a lot of people?
Oh, no.
I'm just playing. No, just kidding.
No, in terms of the chicken wars, they're winning the chicken wars globally. But in America, it's coming down to right now between Chick-fil-A and
Chick-fil-A
and Popeyes.
Or more like Chick No Gay.
No.
And what else?
Now check this out. You know how many chickens they eat every day?
How many chickens it takes to change a light bulb?
Right. 55 million chickens per day.
Wait, where?
Is how many chickens are consumed in the planet. 55 million chickens per day.
So it's a genocide.
It's a chicken genocide.
So save the chickens, people.
Stay tuned. The Audio Missile Podcast will be right back.
All right, we've been talking about electric cars, Tesla, and such things like the Mach-E and stuff. Tesla had a video up where they threw a metal bearing and they cracked the window.
Sure.
And it was embarrassing for the company because he did it twice and it cracked 2 times.
Unbreakable glass.
Yeah, it's bullshit, right? But anyway, he tried to redeem himself and he made a new video where they have a tug of war with a Ford truck and the Tesla truck wins, right?
Oh, sure, yeah. 12 million views of the Cybertruck pulling a screeching Ford F-150. Now, come on.
Was that a real truck? It was a CG.
No, it's a real truck. But what people are saying though, that was only a rear-wheel drive, and the other one was all wheels. So
yeah, all wheels gonna pull it.
So there's a rematch coming. Ford versus Tesla.
Well, here's what happened.
Both all wheel.
Yeah.
No, well, let me tell you what happened. Sandeep Mandra, who's the vice president at Ford, he sent out a tweet to Musk. He said, "Yo, send over one of your Cybertrucks for an apples to apples tug of war test." He said, send us one too, and we'll make a video.
Okay, and what's gonna happen?
Well, of course, Elon Musk, he took to Twitter and he said, "Bring it on."
Okay.
Hey. So have you heard of the website MyBookie that does the betting lines for football games?
Sure, the people are betting.
Yeah, it's one of the nation's
Well, don't fucking bet on anything, right?
Right. It's one of the nation's most popular betting sites. It stated that the Ford F-150 was an odds-on favorite to beat Elon Musk's new pickup truck. Yet earlier this week, they said that it was at 5-2 favorite that it would win. The other direction.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think, Boris?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Well, guess who got
Tesla
involved?
or Ford?
If Ford is prepared, they might win. I don't know.
Well, let me tell you, who Neil deGrasse Tyson is?
Yeah.
He got involved. He put some
What'd he
text.
say? What'd he
He
say?
said, all right. He said, this is what we should do.
He said physics.
Yeah, he said, let's load up.
He said science.
Yes. Let's load up each truck to the max, and then we'll test it to see which one has more torque.
Oh, wow.
Elon Musk also said, yeah, let's do that next week. But you know what? To be honest,
But for how long? The batteries die after how long? Yeah. I mean, if it's a full loaded electric truck, it's like 2 tons on that sucker. And how long would it go? In half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? What's the limit? Well, because we know a fuel truck, you just keep on fueling it up and keep on going.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, it's
and
expensive.
how long does it take to charge?
Sure. Well,
So we got to look at that.
Well, so you know what? Next year, Ford is coming out with a hybrid F-150 to try to compete. So what they said, they just sent out a new tweet saying, well, we were only playing as tongue in tweak. We don't really want to do a tug of war because they don't want to ruin the sales next year for the hybrid.
If it loses.
Yeah, so they backed off. So Elon Musk got the last laugh.
Yeah, because they pussy out.
The Cybertruck. So, we'll keep you updated each week here about these Cybertrucks and who's going to win the war.
All right.
I want a Cybertruck myself, man.
You are listening to the Audio Missile Podcast.
Bubble Boy.
Okay, so we always talk about stories that are kind of weird or depressing or whatever, but every once in a while we like to do a feel-good story, that gives us a little bit of faith in humanity.
A little
bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. We have one of those stories today. Cordell, what's up?
Well, it turns out this is the Bubble Boy story. And you turned me on to the story.
Yes.
Massachusetts. Am I saying it correctly?
Massachusetts.
How do you say it?
Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
Yes.
Well, it turns out his name is Quinn Waters. He's 3 years old, and he had a brain condition, so they gave him some stem cell treatment.
Okay.
But that ruined his natural immunity.
Oh, wow.
And so now the poor little boy is stuck indoors.
Well, he was stuck indoors
for 3 years.
Because now he's able to go out. Continue.
And so he can have no friends. He couldn't do nothing. So it started off with his family going up to the window and saying hi to him.
So he was confined to the house.
To the bedroom.
He couldn't go outside.
He's a houseboy.
And there was a window. And all he could do was look out the window.
Yeah.
Poor kid. He couldn't play with friends, go outside.
Nothing.
So all he had was his one window view. And then people started coming to the window to entertain this kid.
Sure. It started off with just friends and family at first. But then that turned into dog parades, then jugglers, they had clowns,
musicians.
No, listen.
Dancers.
Irish dancers.
Yes.
Dude, they had the guy, you heard of that band, Dropkick Murphys?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They came and performed in front of his window.
Wow, amazing.
Listen, it got the St. Patty's Day parade.
Jesus.
They made him an honorable member of that.
Well, after. At first, he was stuck in the house and people came to the window. And after he got well, he was able to leave the house.
Sure.
And then he started going to parades. Which parade was that? The Macy's?
Yeah, well, he did. Well, he did that one on Thanksgiving.
Oh,
He
wow.
he was a guest at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. He threw out the puck at the hockey game at the Boston Bruins.
Oh, wow.
He was an honorable member of the what do you call it? The Grand Marshal of the St. Patty's Day Parade. So I mean, he's doing pretty good. But you got to know he's still
this
in gray area.
This story is as amazing and as good as the little kid that was Batman for a day up here in San Francisco somewhere.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. So stories like these are really good. They give me a little bit of faith in humanity.
Sure.
And we need a little bit of that right now in the holiday season.
Sure. So we'll keep you updated on little Quinn Waters.
Okay. Well, I hope he does better and he gets well and he gets to go to more Macy's parades.
All right.
Yeah.
You are listening to the Audio Missile Podcast.
All right. We have an update. We've been talking about the hit and run epidemic in Los Angeles, and I was talking about last time about how I was having a drink in Monterey Park. And
Marie Callender's?
And Marie Callender's, yeah. They're famous for pies. And a kid got
Banana
hit.
cream.
Yep. And a kid got hit by a car outside.
Yeah.
And I went out there and this kid was skateboarding and he got hit by a car and the person just drove off.
Yeah, I remember we were saying what kind of person does that?
Yeah, what kind of person does that? Well, this person got arrested. It was a 63-year-old lady. I'm not going to say her name because we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we don't know.
Okay, the thing was that the kid, he skateboarded into a red light, right?
Sure.
So it was a kid's fault. But what kind of person hits somebody and just drives off?
Doesn't stop.
Doesn't try to apply first aid or anything, right?
Even cries, cares, calls an ambulance.
My theory is she was
I gotta go
drunk.
home. Maybe.
Because only a drunk person will drive off because they'll be held accountable and they'll give them manslaughter charges.
Sure.
If you're sober and you hit somebody and you stop, it was an accident, you're trying to help them, you won't really get in trouble.
This is an old lady,
but
though.
if you're drunk, you'll get in trouble. So
63 is an old lady to you, my boy.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
I don't know. I guess not.
It's probably screwed up. Imagine if you're 63, you have grandkids, kids.
Yeah.
Imagine grandma's in jail for murder.
No, well,
for killing the kid.
hey,
And that's a pretty tough,
no,
especially during the holidays around now. It's tough. It's tough for everybody.
Wait, so we don't know what's happening?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna find out. We'll keep you guys updated when they go to court and see what happens. Okay.
The Audio Missile Podcast will be right back.
Okay, guys, we're back, and you know what? Our country used to stand for something, for liberty, freedom. People came here from other countries. It's a nation of immigrants, right? But our country's becoming something else. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't recognize America anymore. They made a fake university somewhere out in Michigan.
Oh, yeah. Ice Ice Baby. Farmington. It was called the University of Farmington. They had a fake university set up.
Fake university? Shit, how do you get away with that?
No. Check this out. And so you had students who were here on F1 visas. And they had
Tourist visas?
Yeah. No. This is different. These are
Work visas?
Yeah. They were Indian students, and they were here to go to school. And as long as they're enrolled in school, and they were even paying their tuitions. I think some at $1,000 a month.
Okay, how you gonna make it real if you don't charge?
No. All right. No, I get it. How are you going to make it real if you don't charge? Well, they charged them and they arrested them. I think they had some 300 of them.
300
300 students?
Yeah, no, well, there were 600 people enrolled and they arrested, here it is,
Well, some
250 students.
Some people were deported and some people are still fighting their deportations.
Yeah, and some voluntarily went back, said fuck it.
Says,
So
fuck
you know
it,
what's
I'm gonna
cool?
go, fuck this.
And what sucks is some of them thought it was legit. Some of them knew it wasn't legit. They're like, oh, this is cool. You pay $1,000 a month and you get to stay in America. But others were like trying to go to school there and they were giving them the runaround. And some people are saying they're calling it borderline entrapment.
Yeah.
You are listening to the Audio Missile Podcast.
All right. Everybody loves a good deal. I love good deals. I go shopping at Ross or Marshall's, wherever there's a good deal. But every year, Black Friday becomes this incredible thing where people get stomped on, beaten up. It becomes like a Popeye chicken thing. What's going on, Cordell?
Well, it turns out there's been a lot of activity on Black Friday so far. They had to lock down several stores in Pineville, Carolina, Place Mall. They had people fighting.
Like getting down?
They're getting down. Yeah, Charlotte Observers, where we got the story from.
They must have got really good deals. What's going on? What were the deals they were fighting for?
No, it's a phenomenon. At another place in Wauwatosa, that's Wisconsin, at Mayfair Mall, they arrested 2 people and tased 1 person.
Wow.
Over specials, discounts, the newest toys, the newest outfit.
Look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but are they trying to destroy the family unit? Because instead of people being together for Thanksgiving or whatever, they're out in the snow or in the rain or whatever.
On Black Friday, that's how the family comes together.
Trying to buy a TV. You know, back in the old days, the family would be together having a barbecue, cooking dinner, talking, stories with grandpa, grandma. But now they're all in line trying to get a TV for $200.
Well, you bring up a good point because, before it was Thanksgiving and then all of a sudden it was, Black Friday. Well, it ain't just Black Friday, my boy. It's Cyber Monday.
I know, Cyber Monday.
Well, I mean,
Cyber Monday.
I get Cyber Monday. You don't have to deal with all the crazy people. You're at home, nice and safe.
Oh, no, that's what you think. Cyber Monday is tomorrow. They're worried about the same things that are going to happen on Black Friday is going to happen on Cyber Monday.
Like what? Like the computers can crash?
Yeah. The Disney shit crashed.
Dude, you're prepared for this crap.
You know what they're releasing, though?
What?
It's something that's called the Oculus Quest.
Ooh.
You heard of the Oculus Rift? That's VR. That's VR.
You know what? New VR? Speaking on that theme of the Oculus, they have a Star Wars game where you fight Darth Vader with swords.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Jedi.
in England, some guy was dying from cancer. Or I don't know exactly what he was dying of.
Sure.
But he was able to get Disney to authorize a pre-screening of the next Star Wars movie.
Oh, shit.
What? Yes, because he's going to die. He couldn't wait till 2 weeks for it to come out.
So they screened it for him?
A special screening.
Okay, you heard that here, folks.
Oh, my God.
Stay tuned. We're going to give you a special episode on this young man. Just like Quinn Waters, the kid in...
Damn.
That they would come and do a show for him in front of his window. No. There is hope. There is hope out there.
There is hope.
Stories like this give me a little faith in him. A little bit, like 5%. Not a lot. A little bit.
4%. What about you?
Stay tuned. The Audio Missile Podcast will be right back.
All right. So in the news this past weeks, we have T.I. and he's very invasive of his daughter's privacy. He wants to make sure she's a virgin. So there's been a lot of crap going on. What's going on, Cordell?
Well, she's only 18 years old and it's her first year of college.
So
he's still taking her to the doctor every year.
To the OBGYN?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you had a daughter, would you be that invasive or what? What's going on?
No, you support her in any way you can, but you don't need to be messing around in her junk.
I mean, that's
literally
a little bit invasive. I mean, it's cool. Everyone's entitled to do their own thing, but I think your daughter should have her own life.
Well, the only reason we bring it up is because yesterday something happened. Assemblywoman, her name is Michelle Solages, if I'm saying her name correctly, from Long Island.
Long Island. New York.
Nice. Yeah, she introduced a new bill saying, she wants to outlaw virginity tests.
Fuck it.
That's good. All right. You know what? We need a woman's opinion. What do you think? I have a woman here right now. Our friend Shannon here. What do you think, Shannon, about T.I.?
Okay, so first of all, I hate to bring religion into it, but traditionally it's been a Catholic practice to have the chick inspected by a priest.
So does he finger her or what? How does he know?
Yeah, because he's not a doctor. Exactly. He has to have a speculum, and so there's got to be some doctor and a priest there. So it's already
how do you know?
That's when he breaks the hymen.
Okay, so first of all,
whoa. So wait. So if I'm a girl, they're taking me in, I have to open my legs. There's a doctor and a priest looking at my woohoo.
And those are the first people who spread your legs, because if you do want to please your man, you're going to have to spread something else for him.
What? My butt cheeks?
In order to avoid the inspection, you're going to have to, but luckily for me, I'm a Protestant, so.
Well, luckily for me, I'm an atheist.
You are listening to the Audio Missile Podcast.
All right. Do you guys like Star Wars? What about you, Boris? You like Star Wars?
I like the old Star Wars.
Return of the Jedi?
All right. You like Colt 45?
Colt. Oh!
Yeah, why?
Go, because
I didn't think you were going to bring that up.
Because there's some news today. Billy D. Williams from Star Wars and Colt 45.
The Colt 45
has just come out as what, Cordell?
Gender fluid.
So he's a
Wait.
he's a shim, a she-him?
No, not she-male?
No.
Billy D's a she-male?
No. He's pansexual.
Pan?
He's
So-
gender neutral.
So what does that, what the fuck does that mean?
Wait, who's
So
it?
he's trisexual. He'll try everything.
He'll try everything.
Oh, damn.
Wait, let me tell you the story. He's 82 years old.
How long? How old?
He doesn't that long. He's like, look, I'm just
82?
gonna tell you.
So he gotta try everything.
So basically,
Wait, do you remember his character? Lando Calrissian.
so basically his dick don't work, so he's using his asshole.
You're listening to the Audio Missile Podcast.
Okay, every year, during different times of the year, we have people that get lost hiking or they get caught in a rainstorm where the flood traps them on a little island. And we have to waste $20, $30, $40, $50,000 to send rescue crews and all kinds of crap out there to rescue these people. I'm thinking that we should let them die. Okay, once somebody die, like 5 people die on a mountain, there'll be a reputation.
You'll think twice.
Yes,
You'll think
you know what?
twice.
5 people have already died on this mountain. Maybe we shouldn't go there. But what's going on? Tell us, Cordell.
Well, it turns out something happens in the city of Phoenix. Caitlyn Metro, which is a 74-year-old woman, went hiking.
74-year-old.
Woman, yeah.
You shouldn't even be hiking when you're 74.
On the 4th of July
You should be on a swing somewhere at home
in
or a
Arizona where it's
wheelchair.
110 degrees.
Jesus.
Okay.
Goes hiking.
So she had a death wish.
Yeah. Well, they needed to airlift her. They needed support. And when the people came
Oh,
in.
so she went hiking and got lost.
Yep.
Or she just got, or she was just too old to come back down.
Yeah, we don't know all the details, but we know that they had to send out an emergency rescue team, and they got her safely to the hospital. But now she's suing them for $2 million.
What?
$2 million
For what?
Why?
Emotional and psychological damages.
Whoa, that has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with the city of Phoenix or Arizona.
No, so that answers your question. Should you leave someone?
We should let them die. If they're gonna sue you after you rescue them, we should just let them die.
Well, that should be a clause. If you rescue somebody, they shouldn't be able to sue you, and that's what the firemen are saying. That's what they're claiming. Like, hey, we rescued her. We went out there. With
Yeah,
the whole
that
crew.
bitch would have fucking died. And she could have sued if she was dead. No one.
No, $2 million. So that went into the lawsuit recently. So we'll keep you updated to know if she actually wins.
Well, I hope she doesn't fucking win because they're gonna stop rescuing me.
Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments below.